seen this example, how to solve the problem. So have you complete this example? Hello. तुला ताप आलाय? Come here. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So have you solved this example? Last time we have stopped here, and you have to put all the values in this formula. You can see the Excel sheet. We have stopped here. We have calculated f dash d dash f dash d dash square. If you put this values in this formula, you will get this answer 61.96. Yeah. So we'll move forward. There is measure of dispersion, and it is called the coefficient of variation. Yeah.
Ma'am, we had only calculated till C in the last class, and the last 3 rows were left. You said that we'll take it in the next class. This 107.5 and 1.5, 1.24.
Okay. So have you calculated this?
Yes, ma'am. Else is done. Till this C equal to 50 is done, but the last column and the last 3 rows.
Last 3 rows is just you have calculated middle point minus mean. So you will get this answer. Just do it quickly. And in the next row, there's this d divided by the 50. You can see this mean is 1.29.28. Just 25 minus 129.28 and VRAC. So you will get this minus 104.3.
Ma'am, isn't your last column wrong? I mean,
Which
F
one?
the y column.
Y column.
Ma'am, because f into d square, it should be x2 into x2, no?
Mm. D square, d dash square. I have calculated, I think so.
Ma'am, is it f into d whole square or f into d?
No, d dash square.
Oh, okay.
If you have done, please tell me so we can move forward.
Ma'am, still the formula is wrong because f into d square should be x sorry.
Okay, you do it first.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and tell me the answer.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
See, I have multiplied this x2, right? So already f into d dash is there. So I don't have to calculate again the d square. And then what I have done is f dash d dash into again the d dash. Okay. See if you can do this way or that way. Answer is same. Okay. So now you can sum all the things. This f dash d dash square. You can see the formula. This is a formula you can write down and put it on this all the values, sum of f d dash square and sum of f dash divided by n square, and calculate this square root. So if you calculate this, means f dash d dash square divided by n, and this is square root of that. See, the formula is summation of f d dash square divided by n. So we have done here. So it is 1.5. Okay. After that, summation of f d dash divided by n whole square. So it is 0. So we don't have to calculate that second term, right? And just take a square root of first term. So answer is 61.96. If you take the sum, so it is 0. So that's why this term, second term, is 0. Yeah. Where is the confusion?
Ma'am, this 0 is of
Sum of this, see,
Oh,
na?
okay.
Sum is equal to, if you sum all the variable, all the values, it is 0. Okay, so sum of f d dash square. So this term is 0, right?
ma'am, sum of x column, no?
Ah,
Ma'am, I'm getting an answer of 1.234.
no, no. This answer is for this first term, summation f d dash square divided by n. Okay. that you have calculated? This, after that summation of fd dash, it is 0. So 0 upon n. So that this term is 0. Okay. So this into c. C means 50. So we have square root. So answer is 61.96. If you want to calculate covariation, so that is a formula sigma divided by x bar, that is 129 into 100. So that is the correlation, covariation of mean, coefficient of variation of mean.
Ma'am, you have got these x column values, matlab one digit after the decimal point. I have got more than
0.08 होगा.
मैम ऐसे 5 digit
One.
आया आगे.
So you can make it 2 digit. Anyways, if you round about that whole things, that's answer will be the same. Okay. What is that 0.08 divided by 70 and sorry 0.08 का square, so 0.064 आ जाएगा. 1.54 minus 0.064 into 50. So answer will be 61.69. So now if you calculate the sigma, there is a coefficient of variation, that is CV. It is denoted by Karl Pearson. It is important to relative measure of dispersion. It is used in comparing the variability, homogeneity, consistency, uniformity in the two series. That's why we are calculating this coefficient of variation. Then only we can, if the correlation, if the variation is higher, so we cannot rely on that data. So laser the consistency. So this is the formula. If you calculate the variance, so you have, if you want to calculate the coefficient of variation, so sigma divided by x bar into 100. Okay. Now the next term is correlation. Correlation, when we are going to see the correlation, there is a two variable and we want to see the what is the relationship between the two variables. That's why we are calculating correlation. There are two variables. Correlation is the statistical tools that helps to measure and analyze the degree of relationship between two variables. Correlation analysis deal with the association between two or more variables. For example, if I want to check what is the correlation between the if the blood sugar level and the person's body weights, I want to see the correlation. So we will see that kind of relation between that variable or variables. The measure of correlation called the correlation coefficient, and this correlation is lies between -1 to 1. उसके बाहर नहीं जाएगा. It is 0, -1 and 1. -2, -3, it not possible. Okay. So direction, yeah.
Ma'am, have you switched on to PPT?
Yeah. So it is not able to share. Okay.
No,
Now you can see the PPT.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the correlation between two variables. When you want to see the relation between two variables, that term we are using that correlation, and that's this correlation is expressed in terms of minus, that term is lies between -1 to 1. the direction of change is indicated by sign. We will see in the example how the correlation will calculate and how that signs, what is that minus and plus sign means. The correlation analysis enable to us to have an idea about the degree and the direction of relationship between the two variable under study. So there are two types of correlation. That one is positive correlation, one is negative correlation. Positive correlation is that positive correlation, if the values of two variable changing with the same direction, then the positive correlation means one value is going upper side and also second value is going also that same direction. Then if you calculate that correlation, then we will get the answer positive. So public, for example, you can see a public expenditure and sale. This is maybe the positive correlation between height and weight. Height is also increasing, so weight is also increased. So that is positive correlation. If you see the negative correlation, negative correlation, when the values of two variable changes with opposite direction, one variable is increasing and other variable is decreasing. So price and quantity demand, that will be, you can say that negative correlation. So direction of the correlation. First is positive relationship, variables change in the same direction. X values is increasing, Y will also increase. X is decreasing, Y is decreasing. So it shows as height increasing, so does weight also increase. So it is a positive relationship between the two variables. In negative relationship, variable changes in opposite direction. So X is increasing, Y is decreasing. X is decreased, Y is increased. If TV time is increases, obviously your grade is will decrease. If you spend more time on TV, so you will get the. So there are two types of correlation. There is Karl Pearson correlation coefficient that we can use for the continuous data, and there is the Spearman rank correlation coefficient. So we will see first the Karl Pearson correlation coefficient. The Pearson correlation used to determine the strength and direction of linear relationship between two continuous variable. So Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation denoted by the small r letter. The coefficient of correlation R measure the degree of relationship between two variables. We can say X and Y. So degree of correlation is expressed by the value of coefficient. When you have the two variables, we can put all the values in the formula. You will get the some value that will be positive or negative. So on that basis, we can decide this is a positive correlation or negative correlation. So this is a formula for correlation coefficient. You can write down this formula, because after that we are seeing one example on this. So summation of n sum of x into y minus sum of x divided into sum of y upon square root of total number in the sum of x square minus sum of x whole square. The same for the y. So this, you can note down this formula, because when we are going to see the example, you have to substitute all the values in that formulas, then we will get the values for r. So we can decide then that if there is a correlation or not. If it is negative value, there is a negative correlation, means x value is increasing or decreasing, or y value is decreasing, like that. So if the value, both the values are increasing, you can see the graph like this. Okay. So it is a relationship between two variables, where if one variable increase, the other one also increase. A positive correlation also exists in one decrease and other is also decrease. If both the values are decreasing, there is also positive correlation. If both the values are increasing, there is also positive correlation. So that graph can look like this. If the one value is increasing and one value is decreasing, there is a negative correlation between the two variables. That means there is an inverse relationship between two variables when one variable is decreased and other is increased. So there is, if R is equal to 0, if you get the R value is 0, this means there is no correlation between that particular X and Y variable. If the value is 0, between 0 to 25, there is a weak correlation. If the value lies between 0.25 to 0.75, there is immediate correlation. If you want to write the result, so you can see there is in blood pressure and the height or weight of the person, there is intermediate. If you get the value 0.75, you can see in between there is intermediate correlation relationship between the blood sugar level for that particular person and the height or weight. So 0.7 and 1 is the strong correlation, and R is a, if you get R is equal to 1, that is perfect correlation coefficient. So real life application of positive correlation. As the number of trees cut down increase, the probability of erosion increases. As the student of study time increase, so this the test average is also increase. As a child grows, does his cloth sizes will also increase. As her salary increase, so did her spending will also increase. This is a real life example that we can apply this correlation coefficient. For some example of negative correlation coefficient, that students absency, there so grade will also decrease. Absence of in the class, if the students are absent for such long time, so or it is, and the grade will decrease, so it is negative correlation. Weather cooling is increased, the air condition cost will decrease. Abhi hamare Nagpur mein, what is the, you can say, the weather condition is very hot, so the air condition cost is also increasing, so there is a positive correlation. Train speed is increasing, length of final point, that distance between two point is will decrease. So chicken's age is increases, the amount of eggs producing decreases. So when you calculate the correlation coefficient, there are three possibilities. Either there is positive correlation between two variables, there is no correlation in between two variables, and there is a negative correlation between two variables. So this is the example of positive correlation, that points have what you can say in the one line, that point is linearly increasing at one direction, and in second graph the points are decreasing in one direction, and this is no, we cannot say anything about the third graph, means there is a zero correlation. If you say temperature is increasing, sales income is also, ice cream sale income is also increasing. If you can see that this data, so it is 17 point centigrade point Celsius and $408. So you can see I have done this example. So you can see there is a increasing trend in the temperature and the ice cream price. So we can see there is a more sale occur during the warmer weather. So there is a positive correlation between two variables. That is, one is temperature and the ice cream sale. If amount of exercises will increase, this is the second example for negative correlation. So body fat is will decrease. So if one amount of exercise is increasing, see, you can see this arrow, and the percent of body fat it will decrease. So negative, this can show the trend, they can show the trend the lower side, so it is decreasing. So there is a low negative correlation between this amount of exercise and the percentage of body fat. So this is an example. You can write down this example and try to do, because this example is you have to put this values before I have given that formula. put the, you can start to do it in the Excel, so you will get the feel how to do it in Excel also. That is very easy, and you can side by side, you can see the graph of that correlation between two variables. So enter first value X, 38, 41, 30, 42, 47, and Y variable is 55. So you have to calculate the correlation coefficient between X and Y. You want to see the formula? Have you note down this X, 38, 41, 30? Are you able to see the Excel file?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll share. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
so put this and try to x square y square x into y, because in our formula we want summation x, summation y, summation x square y square, and summation x into y square. If you see this formula, right? See, you want this formula, right? So we need summation x into y separately. Summation x, summation y sum means you have to take the particular variable in the last. You have to take a sum. Summation x square and y square. Done? First calculate the denominator and the numerator. and you can divide both the values. So all of you know how to do it in the Excel. Just Excel handle तो करते हैं ना आप लोग. So just multiplication and division, that's it.
मैम ये डीआर और एनआर क्या है?
Denominator, numerator.
ओके.
Are you done with this example? So we will go to see the next example. There is a supply and price, two values. You have to use the same formula.
मैम ये न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर वाला एक बार फॉर्मूला बताओ ना, नहीं समझ रहा है.
You can see, I have copy paste that formula also. N into sum of x into y. So you have to, here, n kya hai? What is n? N is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 into 10350. Okay. You have to give that particular cell number. Just click that cell number if you where you want to calculate. 5 into E8. Whole bracket karne ka. If you are not doing that bracket, so answer may be wrong. Minus, what is A8? So sum of x into sum of y. So 198 into 260. You can write the number, but I have given the sale number. First, see the formula, what they have done. Okay. Now understood? Or either you can do 5 into 10350 minus 198 into 260. Now numerator calculate karna hai, to first I will try to solve this first. N into summation x square. N into summation x square is 5 into 7998 minus summation x square. Sum of x square means 198 का square. Then उसको bracket में. फिर in the second bracket n into summation y square. So 5 into 13650 minus sum of y square. So sum of y square is 260 ka square. Then again that multiplication of the two brackets, and then last mein you can take the square root of that answer. So you will get 714. See, Now able to understand? Got the answer? Then after that you have to just denominator divided by numerator. Yeah, हो गया सबका? What is the value of R? So what you can say, this R is 0.3. Zero 0.3 means there is immediate correlation or weak correlation. Okay. If it is 0.9, there is a strong correlation. 0.7, between 0.3 to 0.7, there is intermediate correlation. If the R value lies between 0 to 0.25, there is a weak correlation. Done? Now solve this second problem. Supplies and price is 150 to 158. Try to solve in the same fashion. First, calculate the summation xy, summation y, summation x square, summation y square, and summation x into y. You can write these two columns x and y, okay? And in the next, tomorrow, I will see what is the answer. Just note down, that's 150 to 158. So we will see the next correlation, that is Karl Pearson correlation coefficient. Sorry, Spearman correlation coefficient. This we are using for the continuous variable, and this Spearman we can use for the if between before somebody has ranked something for the examination or grade, and after that also they have ranked. So in between I have to see the correlation between before and after the score or grade or rank. That time I will use the Spearman correlation coefficient. So have you note down this supply, this two columns you can type or you can note down, and later you can calculate the R value for this. You can note down R value is minus 0.93 and try to solve after the class, or maybe you will whenever you get time. So we can let me know tomorrow, are you able to solve this problem or not? Okay. So we'll see the Spearman correlation coefficient. So this is the Spearman's correlation coefficient. If one variable or both are qualitative, but we can give some rank according to the quality, in such cases, we find the help Spearman rank correlation coefficient. It is denoted by R, And this is the formula 1 minus 6 summation d square. D is a difference between the two ranks or two grades or two variables, and divided by n into n square minus 1. So R is the rank correlation coefficient, D is the difference between two ranks, and n is the number of observation. So this is when we are going to use, if somebody is give the rank or grade before 6 months and after the study they have given the rank, then they two variable, there is x and y. So in that case we will use the Spearman rank correlation. Okay, if the variable is continuous, then we will go for the Pearson correlation coefficient. So this is the example. You can try to solve this example right now. This is 10 individual before and after training of some courses, and they have given the graded or rank. So rank before training, there is, say here you can say this is X, and rank after training, this is Y. So type this variable, this X and Y, and try to solve this problem in the Excel. So this is the formula. Okay, so try to solve this example first. Are you able to see the screen on Excel sheet?
No, ma'am.
No? Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so try to solve this. What we want, we have R1, R2. This is the number of individual. And first you calculate the difference between the two variables. Okay. And D square. इसमें ज़्यादा calculation है नहीं. We just want to calculate the D square. And we have to substitute all the answers in the formula. So you understand when we can go for Spearman and Carl Pearson correlation, when the variable is continuous, that is height and weight, with say blood sugar level. Okay, and if somebody is given the rank for the data, grade or something, you can say before, after training. So that time we will use the Spearman correlation coefficient. We have 5 more minutes. Try to solve it. If it is there, just type this example first and try to substitute all the values in that formula and get the answer. D is just the difference between the two variables. Okay. If you can do R2 minus R1, that is also okay. If, because after that we are taking a square, so no problem. Minus minus ka square karenge to that will be plus, and if the value is plus, so that answer will be same. Okay. So there is, have you done with this example? There is a, if you want to check the answer, you can do this way also. Have you complete this example? Are you getting the answer? So tomorrow we will see the regression. Done? This is simple. Just calculate the difference and take a square and substitute in the formula.
मैम न्यूमरेटर नेगेटिव आ रहा है
कैसे?
मैम 1 - 6 πd² करेंगे अगर हम 6 सिग्मा डी स्क्वायर, सॉरी सम ऑफ डी स्क्वायर.
See, 6 into sum of d square is 864 आ रहा है.
हाँ.
Okay. हाँ.
तो मैम 1 - 864 तो -863 आएगा ना. तो आर नेगेटिव आएगा.
Sum of d square 144 है. 144 into 6. So कितना आ रहा है? What is the answer then?
मैम -0.87 आ रहा है.
क्या? -0.87. That this 1 minus is not that 1 minus. It is सब कुछ करके उसको 1 minus किया करना है. Okay. Don't this पूरा न्यूमरेटर में 6 summation d square.
Okay.
Okay. And divided by this and then 1 minus that पूरा term. Means 1 minus 6 into whatever 144 divided by 10 into 10 square minus 1. ये मैंने इधर you have actually this 1 minus should be यहाँ पे होना चाहिए था 1 minus.
मैम 0.127 आ रहा है.
हाँ. अब if you want to check the answer, you can directly give like this. Just equal to का sign देना. दिया? Okay. Just type CO correlation को RREL ये function आता है. Okay. And choose that particular two cells 1 to 4 comma and R2 means second variable, that is P3 to P12. Complete the bracket and enter. So you will get the answer 0.127. So some extent you can do the statistical analysis in Excel also. This is a traditional method and you can do direct with using the formula. But exam में तो तुमको ये formula पूछेंगे ना, right? Okay, we will. तुम्हारा अभी lecture होगा. So
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
see tomorrow. Just try to solve that second example in Excel. Okay.